All right, looking for a job recruiter, somebody can help you find a job. National Job Recruiter, King Kwame Services. They got you. All right. For $100, you can get a cover letter, resume, reference page, job application, scheduling of interviews. Anyone 16 and up, and they're gonna get you a job for sure, for sure, for sure. Okay. So they work one-on-one with you to make sure you find employment, whether you're new to the job market or you're changing careers. You can find them at kingkwameservices at gmail.com, King Kwame Services on Instagram, kingkwameservices.com, or 917-960-9806. So looking for a job, hit them up. Information description. All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Let's start off with some boxing. And I stand corrected on the Ryan Garcia thing. Let's talk about what went on with Ryan Garcia. Now, I heard he is actually going to fight Banana. He's going to actually fight Javier Fortuna. But let's talk about the details. Appreciate the love and support. Appreciate everybody supporting the channel. Whatever that was. But let's get to it. So, Fortuna and Ryan next. Their negotiations to fight. Deep negotiations. As a matter of fact, it looks, and I'll give you some Earl Spence information at the end too. I haven't heard nothing on Jamal Charlo. People ask me, I haven't heard anything. Damn. It's in the works right now. But got that shower, fresh shower. As a matter of fact, it looks like the fight is pretty much done. Fortuna already started camp in Puerto Rico. I heard they would announce something next week, like a date and a venue and stuff like that. So now I know what happened at first. Ryan Garcia's advisor had asked Ryan to have a tune-up fight with the WBC, but since the zone didn't want that, Golden Boy and his advisor came to an agreement that Ryan has to fetch Fortuna next if he wants to make more money. So Ryan and Fortuna is next. After all, Ryan is going to have to face him, even though he didn't really want to at the beginning. But just today, I heard Ryan finally gave both Golden Boy and his advisor the okay to make the fight. I got a little bit of rumors you stay at the end. One, I guess, would be Miami Middle to most of y'all on one. You guys might want to hear. So this is what I didn't tell y'all. Golden Boy asked for the WBC mandatory for Ryan Garcia. So I heard Ryan petitioned for a tune-up, but I guess they denied the petition. But y'all heard what happened. He wanted to make money. The zone pushed for it. I told y'all that. But Golden Boy asked for mandatory. I guess Golden Boy is forcing him to fight, which we know that's not the case now. Ryan wants to get paid good. The problem is Golden Boy wants something and Ryan wants something else, but they're on the same court now. The word is Golden Boy will try to make it happen. So they did. It sounds like it's almost done. But he wants to get paid good. The zone don't want to pay him for a tune-up, so it's kind of part I wanted to get to at that point. But hold on. But it is what it is. Now he got to fight Javier Fortuna. I think that's a tough fight for him. Fortuna rough and tough, but if Ryan is able to keep him at the end of his punches, keep his jab going, his hook going, his right hand going, he should keep Fortuna from getting to the inside. But I think Fortuna got a real chance here. Fortuna, a real rough and tough fighter. Fortuna, a real rough and tough fighter. We all know what he bring. He bring that rough house, head button, arm pulling, awkward shots. And like I said before, think about it. Colbert struggled with Jerzel Corrales. And Jerzel Corrales is pretty much the same. I don't want to say the same fighter, but he's an awkward fighter like Javier Fortuna. So he gonna have his work cut out for him. Fortuna been knocked out before, but that shouldn't even matter to nobody. But that's still a tough fight. And Javier is rough, tough. If he cut Ryan with a headbutt or without a headbutt, it can go. It could be a difficult fight for him. And he got TKO'd by Jason Sosa. And Jason Sosa ain't the greatest fighter in the world neither. So, it ain't like he unbeatable. Should be a really good fight. He also lost to Easter. Everybody knows it was a close fight. But for Ryan and Fortuna got a pretty good reach for to be 5'6" and a half to be as small as he is. You look at Ryan Garcia, Fortuna 5'6" and a half with a 68 reach. look at Ryan Garcia, and he got 2 inches of reach, 75-10. He could punch, but then I'm telling you this right now, Luke Campbell is gonna be. Ryan Garcia is gonna have a tougher time than with Javier Fortuna than Luke Campbell, in my opinion. And we know it's quick. We know is Luke Campbell heart sometimes pump Kool-Aid. Okay. But we know Fortuna is rough, tug it, but we know he can lose. So if Ryan Garcia keep the fight on the outside and don't allow Fortuna to come through the front door or the side door, excuse me, my neck is killing me. Come on. He should be able to have a good chance of beating him. But if you let Fortuna get on the inside and rough him up, headbutt him, pull his arm, hit him upside his head, rabbit punch him, he gonna have a tough fight. This is gonna be Ryan Garcia's toughest time. But I think if he plan on fighting Lomachenko, he plan on getting the world championship. I think this may be one of his toughest fights. This might be a good fight to transition into a world championship fight. If Teofimo Lopez dropped the belts, if you're going for Devin Haney, if you're going against Richard Coleman, if you're going against Teofimo Lopez, this is a great fight. And he really will be battle tested after fighting Fortuna. I think he would be ready for a world title fight, depending on how he do. Okay, Fortuna, very experienced fighter. Like I said, he been in with the better competition. Robert Richard Jr., guys like that. Adrian Granados, Jason Sosa beat him. But like I said before, he's tough. He's tough. And it ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be easy. But I'm looking forward to it. I think that's one of the better matches that I've heard that's materializing this year. And great, another great step in the right direction for Ryan Garcia, man. He able to get him out of there. That's a guy that Devin Haney did not want to fight. But overall, I can see Javier Fortuna upsetting Ryan Garcia. I don't know what his activity level been like. Dog? He fought last November, so he been fairly active. Even though he only fought once last year, but you get Fortuna just rugged, tough. I wouldn't want to fight Javier Fortuna neither, but he could say, "Hey, I fought somebody that Devin Haney didn't want to fight. He was Devin Haney mandatory, but what he gonna bring is his head, awkward shots, pulling your arms, hitting you in the chest, hitting you in the ribs, rabbit punching. It's gonna be a hell of a test for Ryan Garcia. I don't think nobody can say Ryan Garcia fraud unless he get exposed in this fight. If he come in this fight and he do what he gotta do and he do his thug thizzle, you gotta respect him. I respect him. I respect his win over Luke Campbell. I don't respect him as a real boxer. As a real fighter. In this fight, this could solidify him more. I think it does solidify him more than Devin Haney. Devin Haney getting that paper title, that email championship. And I like Devin Haney. We just saying the truth. But I do think this solidifies him more than that. I think this put his resume over the top. I know people say he dug Javier Jorge Linares, but I think I respect Fortuna, even though Linares won multiple world titles in different weight classes. I respect Fortuna more than I respect Linares. I respect Fortuna more than Luke Campbell, more than Romeo De Niro, Duno, more than anybody. Santiago, that African kid that he fought, Devin Haney, more than anybody Devin Haney fought. So I think Luke Campbell and Javier Fortuna is going to be, Fortuna and, Ryan Garcia going to be a fight that solidifies Ryan Garcia as a real fighter, a real boxer. And I think, world title should be after that. But got some information, man. We can start off with Miguel Burchett. The doctor found problems on Burchett's lungs and heart. Once they checked him after the Valdez fight, they told him that COVID had affected him, but he has no problem on the brain. So Burchett, the COVID affected Burchett's lungs and heart. As a matter of fact, Burchett shouldn't have fought that fight. And I'm not making excuses for him, but he came in that fight not healthy. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that for nobody. And I think once you get COVID, until there's a cure, I think it's to the point where a fighter should have to sit out 90 days. Maybe even longer. But if you want to train, you fight, you can fight. But that's no good for him. And hopefully he make 100% recovery, be able to get back. So I heard Spencer Ugas fighting July 3rd or July 10th. So, I'll pull up the calendar. Let me pull up the calendar. So the 4th of July fall on Sunday this year. So they'll be fighting on Saturday. Earl Spence get his drug on. Ugas get his drug on for Independence Day. Or the 10th will be the following weekend. So we do know those open dates that Al Heyman got, or the open date Al Heyman got on Las Vegas in May. I think it was May 22nd, those dates that came off. I think it was May 22nd. Hold on. Yep, May 22nd. I think Al has some dates open for there. But, yeah, we'll see what happens with Ugas and Earl. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, or all our social media links subscription. Faster to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. Facebook link there, all links description. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal links description. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. We gone. Peace.